For breath, so that every mouth can be fed.
Ladies and gentlemen, I remember this artist by this song, and I hope you can remember this artist's song too. You remember a song that goes like this? You think I never see you when you jump over the wall. You think I never see you when you accidentally fall. Me say I eat make you pop your bitter girl. I eat make you accidentally fall. I eat crying out the ice water. I check you out and you're cool, girl. I can't even sing the words to this song, ladies and gentlemen. But this was the song that made Desmond Dekker one of the hottest things in Jamaican reggae music. A very pleasant good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to Big Stone Television. As you know, the series continues. The series of those great musicians, singers and players of instrument, those who are still here with us today and those who have gone too soon. Today I'm going to bring to you one of my all-time favorite singers. His name is Desmond Dekker. Desmond Dekker was born on the 16th of July in 1941. He was a Jamaican ska, rocksteady, and reggae singer-songwriter and musician, together with his backing group, the Aces, consisting of Wilson James and Easton Barrington Howard. He had one of the earliest international reggae hits with Israelites, 1968. Other hits include 007, Shantytown, 1967, It Mek, 1969, and You Can Get It If You Really Want, 1970. Desmond Adolphus Dacres was born in Saint Andrew Parish, Greater Kingston, Jamaica. Dekker spent his formative years in Kingston. From a young age, he regularly attended the local church with his grandmother and aunt. This early religious upbringing, as well as Dekker's enjoyment of singing hymns, led to a lifelong religious commitment. Following his mother's death, he moved to the parish of St. Mary and later to St. Thomas. While at St. Thomas, Dekker embarked on an apprenticeship as a tailor, before returning to Kingston, where he became a welder. His workplace singing had drawn the attention of his co-workers, who encouraged him to pursue a career in music. In 1961, he auditioned for Coxsone Dodd, Studio One, and Duke Reid, Treasure Isle. Though neither audition was successful, the unsigned vocalist then auditioned for Leslie Kong's Beverley's record label and was awarded his first recording contract. Despite achieving a record deal, it was 2 years before Dekker saw his first record release. Meanwhile, Dekker spotted the talent of Bob Marley, a fellow welder, and brought the youth to Kong's attention. In 1962, Judge Not and One Cup of Coffee became the first recorded efforts of Marley, who retained gratitude, respect, and admiration for Dekker for the rest of his life. Eventually, in 1963, Kong chose Honor Your Mother and Father, written by Dekker, and the song that Dekker had sung in his Kong edition 2 years earlier, which became a Jamaican hit and established Dekker's musical career. This was followed by the release of the track Sinners Come Home and Labor for Learning. It was during this period that Desmond Dacres adopted the stage name of Desmond Dekker. His fourth hit, King of Ska, backing vocals by the Cherry Pie, also known as the Maytals, made him into one of the island's biggest stars. Dekker then recruited 4 brothers, Carl, Patrick, Clive, and Barry Howard, as his permanent backing vocalist to perform with him under the name Desmond Dekker and the Aces. The new group recorded a number of Jamaican hits, including Parents, Get Up Edina, This Woman, and Mount Zion. The themes of Dekker's song during the first 4 years of his career dealt with the moral, cultural, and social issue of mainstream Jamaican culture. Respect for one's parents, honor your mother and father, religious morality, sinners come home, and education, labor for learning. In 1967, he appeared on Derek Morgan's Tougher Than Tough, which helped begin a trend of popular songs commenting on the rude boy subculture, which was rooted in Jamaican ghetto life, where opportunities for advancement were limited and life was economically difficult. Dekker's own songs did not go to the extreme of many other popular rude boy songs, which reflected the violence and social problems associated with ghetto life. Though he did introduce lyrics that resonated with the rude boys, starting with one of his best-known songs, 007 Shantytown. The song established Dekker as a rude boy icon in Jamaica and also became a favorite dance track for the young working class men and women of the United Kingdom's mods scene. The 007 Shantytown was a top 15 hit in the UK, and his UK concerts were attended by a large following of mods wherever he played. Dekker continued to release rude boy songs such as Rude Boy Chain and Rudy Got Soul, as well as mainstream cultural songs like It's a Shame, Wise Man, Hey Grandma, Unity, If It Pays, Mother's Young Girl, Sabotage, and Pretty Africa. Many of the hits from this era came from his debut album 007 Shantytown. In 1968, Dekker's Israelite was released, eventually topping the UK singles chart in April 1969 and peaking in the top 10 of the US Billboard Hot 100 in June 1969. Dekker was the first Jamaican artist to have a hit record in the US with Jamaican-style music. That same year saw the release of Beautiful and Dangerous, Writing on the Wall, Music Like Dirt, Intensified, which won the 1968 Jamaican Independent Festival Song Contest, Bongo Girl, and Shing-a-Ling. 1969 saw the release of It Make, which became a hit both in Jamaica and the UK. Dekker also released Problems and Picnic Gal, both of which were popular in Jamaica, although only Picnic Gal managed to chart in the UK top 50. In 1970, Dekker released You Can Get It If You Really Want, written by Jimmy Cliff, which reached number 2 in the UK charts. Dekker was initially reluctant to record the track, but was eventually persuaded to do so by Leslie Kong. Dekker's version uses the same backing track as Cliff's original. Kong, whose music production skills had been a crucial part of both Dekker and Cliff's career, died in 1971, affecting the careers of both artists for a short period of time. In 1972, the Rude Boy film The Other Day Come was released, and Dekker's 007 Shantytown was featured on the soundtrack along with Cliff's version of You Can Get It, as well as other Jamaican artists' hits, giving reggae more international exposure and preparing the way for Bob Marley. In 1975, Israelite was re-released and became a UK top 10 hit for a second time. Dekker had also begun working on new material with the production duo Bruce and Tony in 1974. In 1975, this collaboration resulted in the release of Sing a Little Song, which charted in the UK top 20. This was to be his last UK hit. The 1980s found Dekker signed to a new label, Stiff Records, an independent label that specialized in punk and new wave act, as well as releases associated with the two-tone labels, whose acts instigated a short-lived but influential scat revival. He recorded an album called Black and Dekker in 1980, which featured his previous hits backed by The Rumour, Graham Parker's backing band, and Acrylates, featuring Roland Gift, later of Fine Young Cannibals. A re-recorded version of Israelite was released in 1980 on the Stiff label, followed by other new recordings, Jimmy Cliff's Many River to Cross and Book of Rules. Dekker's next album, Compass Point, in 1981, was produced by Robert Palmer. Despite declining sales, Dekker remained a popular live performer and continued to tour with The Rumour. Only a single live album was released in the late 80s. In 1990s, Israelite was used in a Maxwell TV advert that became popular and brought the song and artist back to the attention of the general public. He collaborated with the Specials on the 1993 album King of Kings, which was released on the Desmond Dekker and the Specials. King of King consists of songs by Dekker's musical heroes, including Byron Lee, Theophilus Beckford, Jimmy Cliff, and his friend and fellow Kong label artist Derek Marvin. He also collaborated on a remix of Israelites with reggae artist Apache Indian. In 2003, a reissue of The Other Day Come soundtrack featured Israelite and 007 Shantytown. In 1969, Dekker took permanent residency in the UK. In 1984, he was declared bankrupt. Dekker died of a heart attack on the 25th of May 2006 at his home in Taunton Heath in the London borough of Croydon, England, at age 64, and was buried at Streatham Park Cemetery. He was preparing to headline a world music festival in Prague. Dekker was divorced and was survived by his son and daughter. Desmond Dekker, what an artist, what a writer. Started out as a welder, a tailor, but because he believed in the prodding of his friends and they prodded him to follow his destiny, he became an household name not just in Jamaica, but all over the world. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to take the opportunity and to reach out to his family, his son and daughter, and their next of kin. I just want to send my heartfelt condolences to you at this time. I know the years have been long. It's a long, long time ago. But I still want you to know that we care. We care about your father. We cared because he cared about us. And he gave us some of the most beautiful melodies Jamaican music has ever seen. Shantytown. Oh, oh, say Ben. Rude by Ghana jail. You know, them song that is like, it's permanently in my mind. So I just want to say thank you so much, Mr. Edwards. I know you can't hear me now on earth, but I know you're up there somewhere in Zion. Your spirit's still roaming the country of Jamaica, your beloved country, even though you was buried in England. But I know your spirit and your heart lies in Jamaica. Desmond Dekker. Desmond Dekker. What a name. What an artist. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for paying attention and listening to my tribute to this beautiful artist who came, saw, and conquered. Please like and share this video. And if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, now's the time for you to do so. I hate make you bust your bitter girl, I hate make, and you crying out for ice water.